All right, welcome back. That's the young lady we're talking about. So, hey Marriott, welcome back. I know Marriott said she's seen the show before, but so if you haven't seen the show today, I'm just gonna be reacting. If you want to see full thing without me pausing back and forth, you can support her. Let me see if I can find her real quick. Ashley L. Dalton. Ashley L. Dalton. I'll put that on the screen. So I'll be reacting within the fair use YouTube's fair use guidelines. Okay. So, but let's just go ahead and get started right away.
Hello, Simone.
Hey, Ash.
Hello, Jess.
Hi.
Hello, Sheena.
Hi.
Welcome in, ladies. Hello,
Thank
hello,
you.
hello. How's everyone feeling tonight?
I'm feeling
Amazing.
good. Let's get it.
Perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna ask everyone to introduce themselves. Give me your name. You can choose to tell your age or not. Okay. The city you're in, whether you're dating, you're single, or you're married, or you're in a situationship.
Mhm.
Okay. So those are the questions.
Okay. So
Oh,
I'll go
okay.
first. My name is Sheena. I don't choose to tell my age right now. Yes, I am dating. And
Okay.
what was the other question, Ashley? I'm sorry.
Okay. What city are you in?
Oh, I live in Chicago.
All right. So before we continue, Mara says I saw the tail end of the live, not the whole thing. So I will be watching afresh too. Okay, great. So I'll be watching and I'll be reacting. And again, this is a reaction show. Let me say this real quick. Of course, they sound more African American. Okay. And I'm sure there's some Nigerians who be like, "Oh, these people are not the same as I." Like, stop the cap, okay? These are the people influencing you, and these are the same rhetoric. Either you go to Lekki, or you go to Johannesburg, or UK. Of course, there are slight differences here and there, but the dating scene is, like they say, it's a cesspool right now. So I'm going to be using this reaction session to point out the number one problem with modern dating. If you're already married, you're going to get a lot from this because honestly, the principles that I teach, there's no difference. Either you're married or you're dating or a relationship is the same skill set that you need. The same skill set, okay? The only difference is that you can escape one faster than the other. It's easier to escape one, and it's not so easy to escape from marriage, mainly because of the mental stronghold that it becomes. The fact that you signed paperwork with a person to do life with them. So it is what it is, but it's the same skill set that you will require to survive in a marriage today that is actually required to date successfully towards marriage. Okay, so two things I address real quick. That they are not Nigerians does not mean anything with everything I'm going to be covering today, and also the second part is that dating, relationship, marriage is all the same when it comes down to it. Why? Have you ever heard people say you have to keep dating like when you're married? Yeah, so it's the same thing, but a little different. So I'm not going to cap that it's not different, but it's different in terms of one feels like you can exit faster than the other. The reality is that people are exercising the options to leave their marriage just as easy these days. If they don't, usually they show each other shege inside of the same household, which means they already left long before they actually pull the trigger. Go figure. So it is what it is. So we're going to be talking today. I'm going to be listening to some of these people talking. They're introducing themselves right now. So I might speed it up sometimes. I'll slow it down sometimes. Okay. Shei said, dating world get as it be. Seems keeping to oneself may be an option. That's not a bad option at all. I'm not going to knock that if that's the safest way to live. You know how you play it safe? Yeah, it's the safest way to live. The best way to avoid any risk is to just be by yourself. Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Let's keep going. Unfortunately, most people, even though they say that to themselves, they end up being in these streets, dating people, having sex with people, even after they say they're celibate. Let's keep going.
Okay, you live in Chicago. Okay, perfect, perfect.
I
All
want to make
righty.
it a little
Who do we
speedy in the
have up
introduction.
next? Welcome, Brother New.
Peace, Ashley. How you doing? How's it going?
Good, good. Okay, Jess, you're up next.
Yes, so hi everybody. I'm Jessica, Just Black on Instagram. I live in Atlanta and I am single. I was married for a long time, divorced, and now I'm playing the dating scene.
Married for a long time,
Okay,
dating.
nice, nice. Okay. Next up, we
Dating now,
have
divorced.
Simona.
Hey everyone, my name is Simone Harris. I'm not gonna say my age because y'all gonna say how old y'all think I am, anyways. Um,
Already.
I live
And
in
then the
Los
dog is
Angeles,
barking.
California. I'm currently in Atlanta at the moment, and I got a little bit of everything going on. So I'm not single, but I'm not married. But I don't got a situationship. I got a little bit, a lot going on.
Not single, not married, but got a lot of everything, a little bit of everything going on. Let's keep
We
going.
can talk about it.
Okay. All right, brother New, we know you just joined, so give us your name, your location. Are you single, dating, or in a relationship? And what city you're in?
So my name is New. Some people call me Brother New. Either one I'll accept. I'm 38 years old. I live in the suburbs of New Orleans. I'm a single man. I'm out on the dating market. I'm looking for Mrs. Gambler as we speak.
Wait, let's go back. Let's go back. This is an interesting guy here. Let's see
I
what it
got a little
says.
bit, a lot going on. We'll talk about it.
Okay. All right, brother New, we know you just joined, so give us your name, your location. Are you single, dating, or in a relationship? And what city you're in?
So my name is New. Some people call me Brother New. Either one I'll accept. I'm 38 years old. I live in the suburbs of New Orleans. I'm a single man. I'm out on the dating market. I'm looking for Mrs. Gambler as we speak.
38, looking for his wife as we speak. Shay says, I would explain to you if you will call in. Okay, I'll consider that. Maybe around the top of the hour and maybe a little bit after. Let's keep going here. I wish I could. This is a 2 hours live stream. I wish I could cover everything. I doubt it. Of course not. But I'll see. We'll see. Not 2 hours, but we'll see. Black Diamond, welcome. She says, say accidents they happen. No be say we go stop to enter moto. Fact now. Julia, welcome. Julia says, complicated relationship or a situationship, one or the other. Let's see. Let's keep going.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go around. I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions around dating. And again, I want everyone to be respectful. I don't want us to talk over each other. So let people finish their thoughts.
Let me ask you. Okay, the host is Ashley L. Dalton. I'm not sure if I caught what her status is, but they're all single, right? All the people that introduced themselves, they're all single. That's what they said, right? There's nobody that's married there. Okay, I think so. The one in the middle look particularly young. Let's keep going.
Or we interrupt or say anything. Is that fair, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the first question is, I think everyone here on the panel is single for the most part. How is dating for you in 2024? What is that like for you? What are some of the challenges?
Well, I would say for me, dating in 2024 is very interesting, especially because I was in a relationship for so long. This is something that is completely new. Yeah, how do I explain this? The roles have definitely changed, right? A lot of men, and I'm trying to watch my words here. So the roles are definitely changed. It's not as traditional as it was in our parents' days or whatnot. A lot of things that are allowed for women are also allowed for men, right? So I find it a little bit challenging to find someone that has the same mindset as me or that's available and willing to receive what I have to offer them, right? So here in Atlanta, it's extremely challenging. And I've only been here a couple of months.
Extremely
I moved,
challenging.
from Canada to here. And I hear it a lot where there's, 10 women to one man. So a lot of women accept the role of being a side chick that is not for me. So I'd rather be single than to have to share somebody. So I realized that is also the new norm where people do not want to have titles to their situationships. And it's just not for me. So it's been challenging, I would say.
Okay, so you would say one of the challenges in dating, I want to say in Atlanta, is that you feel like maybe in your experiences or your experience that a lot of men are not 100% single. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is correct.
Not 100% single. What does that mean?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jess. Who do we have up next?
All right, so me, I'm just here. I've been married for 17 years, so I'm out the game. So I'm just taking some notes. Not 100% single. One of the fastest things that people tell me is like, "Hey, you've been out of the game. What do you know about the game? How can you tell us what the game is?" Right? You will tell me. Okay. I'll just wait for you to tell me. With panels like this, they'll tell me. Not 100% single. Interesting phrase to utter there. Then she also moved. I think she said she moved from, because I watched it already, but I'm catching it again. She moved from from Canada to Atlanta. That's an interesting move, don't you think? Let's keep going.
I'll go next. So I'll have to say I definitely agree with her. I just started dating again. So I'm not that old, but back in my day, you were talking to someone for, not even a week or two, and you've already established. So the time.
Can somebody tell me what it means to say not that old?
I think, are we frozen?
Does that mean 30 or 40?
I don't know what this is. And so it's either we're together or we're not together. So I feel like, and that's just not with my opinion, that's other women that I know, that it's like, okay, what are we?
Welcome,
or
Chidima.
a situationship type of vibe. So that's what I would have to say. Like the difference is now versus then. It's just like you don't know what you are. And me personally, I just feel like, after a while, like I'm going to end up ending it if you don't know, what it is.
So do you feel like a lot more men in your experience want to be in situationships? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of, I'm not going to say all men, but some men, without, given that title, they go through the, the actions of a relationship, but not wanting to fully establish. And that might be because they are not wanting to be 100% committed. That's what I'm thinking.
Man, she said some men don't want to be 100% committed. Okay, sounds like probably what they probably meant by not 100% single. Maybe, yes, maybe challenging dating scenes. Okay, she says she agrees with her anyway. Bottom line. Then there's another gentleman that just got added to the panel. So it's a panel of about 5 people, and then there's a host. Okay, and then we'll find out later on. I think he said he was single too. So it's a panel of single people. My goal today is to tell you the number one reason in modern dating. That's my goal. Okay, so I'm going to be listening to them, and then I will extract the number one reason today. Let's keep going.
Okay, alrighty, brother New.
By the way, if you already have an idea what the number one problem in dating, in modern dating is, please do share in the chat. I would like to read it out loud. Okay, let me know if you heard it or you already have your own idea. Maybe you're dating right now. Let me know. But this is going to be interesting. Let's keep going, because the first time I watched it, it was interesting.
So today's dating market, in my opinion, is very interesting. Even for a person like myself, with my my level of emotional intelligence, it still gets a bit tricky sometimes. There's still some scenarios out here in today's dating scene where I catch a few stray bullets. So I would tell anybody to do your best to be your best, right? Do your best to be your best, and that in itself will help filter out a lot of BS.
Okay.
But it's definitely interesting, as somebody mentioned before. Dating was a lot simpler 20 years ago. Before the advent of social media, things were literally real simple. Do you like me, or do you want to check yes or check no?
Yeah.
I
Really?
still have some of my love letters from high school. Do you like me, yes or no? It was literally that simple. From then on, I mean, you were for the most part in a monogamous relationship. It was literally that simple 20 years ago. But now today.
All right.
Squarespace's creative tools
Let's pay some bills.
let you design a unique.
It's complicated.
So shout out to Ashley. So we're using her content to do some reaction here. This brother already said 2 things that I find interesting. He said my level of emotional intelligence. I don't know what that means. He said he finds it difficult even at his level of emotional intelligence. I am curious to see what he means by that. But he said something pretty profound. He said, do your best to be the best or your best. I'm not sure. Do your best to be your best. Okay. I think that's nice, right? Let's keep going.
There's a lot of gray area that I feel like we as men and women are playing in.
Okay, so I guess the challenge for you is you're saying that I guess women are playing games. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I say both genders. There's a bit of a gray area because there's resistance on the men's side and there's also resistance on the women's side. Today's dating market is a bit challenging, and you have to factor in things, right? Once you get our age, I presume everybody here is in between the age of 35 and 45. I'm 38. When you get our age, this dating market gets scary. As I tell people younger than me, go to school and find a husband. Go to school.
And find a husband.
This should get spooky. When you get once you get 35, it just gets scary because you're dealing with so much emotional trauma and additions onto the person that you're attempting to date. And when I say addition, I mean, are you divorced? Do you have children? Who do you live with? Where do you work? All of these things that you must factor in because they go in and add and subtract the quality of the person that's in front of you.
Okay.
All right, wait. Let's get that real quick. Do you guys agree with that? He's talking about going to school, university or college. Go to school and find a spouse. Do you agree with that? So most people, is it most people? I'm not sure. But the typical age where you're supposed to go to school is maybe between 19, 20, 21, 22. He's essentially saying that's the period of time when you should find your wife or your husband. Do you guys agree with that? Yay or nay? If you agree, put a 1 in the chat. If you disagree, put a 2 in the chat. Let me get that real quick. hit the like button if you're just coming in. We're talking about dating. I'm going to give you guys the number one problem with modern dating today. I'm going to give you my number one problem. I'm sure there's a lot of problems, but we already have 3 people already say the dating scene is challenging. I didn't come up with that. They told me, okay? They told me. Now, he said he's presuming that these people are between the age of 35, 45. I think the one in the middle, lady in the middle, says she was in her 20s later on down the line. But is it because they're in their 30s? Could that be why? But anyway, give me a 1 if you think what was the thing I just said? What did he just say? I just forgot. I just lost my train of thought. 1 if you agree that you should go to school, university, and find your wife there. Right? Sesma say yes, kinda. It's hard to date one who did not go to school, especially guys. No. That's not what they're saying, Sesma. They say go to the school and find your wife there. That should be the primary reason why you're going to university, so you can find your spouse in school. That's what he's saying. Okay, welcome, Natu. Chidima says 3. It depends. Can't give a blanket answer. Okay. All right. Mario says go to school and look for a man. Great advice, bro. No. So is it 1 or 2? Black Diamond say nope, 2. All right. Life would not say 1.5. So she's kind of like in the middle. Okay. She's kind of in the middle. All right. Sheyi says 1. So he said go to school and find your husband or your wife university days between 19 and 22. If it's Nigeria, that can extend to 27, as there are strikes and things like that, right? And even normal people can still be in college for postgraduate even after 22 too, right? Or delays, or you change majors, or just life happens, right? But the point is that during those university days is when you're supposed to find your wife. So you guys are saying 1. She is the only person that says 1 here. Yeah, it's very hard for me to pick a side on that, But the reason he gave, let me rewind small. Can you guys pay a little bit extra attention to the reason he gave? The reasons he gave are very interesting.
I'm 38. When you get our age, this dating market gets scary.
When you get out of age, this dating market gets scary. Meaning out of age. When he says out of age, what is that? 30 plus, right? Do you guys agree with that, or you're like, nah, he's capping, he's talking about himself? But he's saying I'm 38. At least he's talking with his full chest, like he's at 38. This thing is scary.
Tell people younger than me, go to school and find a husband. Go to school, find a wife. When you get in your 30s, this shit gets spooky. Once you get 35, it just gets scary because you're dealing with so much emotional trauma and additions.
You're dealing with so much emotional trauma. You're dealing with a lot of baggages.
To the person that you're attempting to date. And when I say addition, I mean, are you divorced? Do you have children? Who do you live with? Where do you work? All of these things that you must factor in because they go in and add and subtract the quality of the person that's in front of you.
Okay. All right. Simone, what are some of the challenges you think that comes with modern dating?
Kind of like what everyone else was saying. People don't know what they want to be. There's a lot
She
of
agrees
situations
too.
out here. A lot of people want to just play games. I know that in the Black community, there's a lot of people that's dealing with like childhood traumas and stuff that haven't really sat down to, deal with that and heal. So a lot of people have trust issues. They have, they don't even know who they are. They haven't really figured out who they were. And I just feel like in our community, dating is non-existent. Like, so ever since I started dating,
she said non-existent.
I found more success. So I have.
Oh, she's dating outside of her race. She found more success. Let me see Brother Noo's face change somehow there. Let's see.
It's non-existent. Like, so ever since I started dating outside of my race, I found more success. So I haven't really had to deal with situations, the games and asking where are we. I feel like a woman shouldn't even have to ask where do we. A man should present that offer to the woman. So.
Okay, alrighty. Andre, is that how I pronounce your name?
Yes, actually, yes, it is.
Okay.
All right, so Andre just came on the panel. It's the facial expression of Brother Nu when she said she's now dating outside of her race. Okay, we talked about divestors here yesterday. But she said she started finding success. Okay. All right. So what does she mean by success? I'm interested in know what she means by success. But let me see. Myra says, put a panel of people who are married in their early mid-20s and divorced. they will tell you to wait. Absolutely, I agree with that. They will tell you to wait. I know many of them actually, they tend to advise from that standpoint. Not only that, married people who are not enjoying the marriage will also tell you to wait. Particularly women tend to do that. They tell you to wait. Men don't generally say wait just because they're not enjoying the marriage. Men find ways to cope when they're not enjoying the marriage. Actually, getting them to admit that they're not enjoying the marriage can be a difficult thing until somebody actually pulls the plug from under them, like a divorce. That's when men don't really admit that their marriage is not the best until they hit rock bottom. Women can say, this marriage, I don't decide this marriage for about 13 years and it's been, I'll just advise you, just wait until you are like 45 before you get married. That's what women do, right? So we're different in that respect. He has gotten to the issue yet. He has not gotten, no, he didn't. Shay said, if I talk now, they go say, Shay, please speak, full chest. I can handle it. Trust me on that. Exactly. That's why I said it depends. Granted, school exposes you to certain social circles, but so does your job after school and other activities you engage in. Absolutely. Because either you're 38 or you're 49 or 60, or marriage or dating or relationship. I started with that. It's the same skills that you really need to have. Okay, now they play out a little bit differently because of the status are different, but particularly because you assign different meanings to those stages. That's why they're different. But if you suddenly see romantic relationship as just what it is, the same thing, where there's only one rule: find your way to a united front. Use seductive skills rather than rules, boundaries, responsibility, and all this stuff that obviously doesn't work for a lot of people. The same thing that brought you together is what it takes to keep it together, right? So but a lot of people disconnect from that because of complacency, because see finish, because they start taking each other for granted, naturally so, right? We're human beings, so it's just what it is. But so yeah, that's why I was yielding more to Chidima's answer, which is like, it depends, right? The same thing that you found so fascinating during school, university, can also be applied, because after all, you're still a social being. But good point, Chidima. But I get what they're saying, because I get what he's saying. He has a point, right? The older you get, first of all, every relationship you go through, when you don't collect breakfast, it's not free. It will cost you something, right? It costs you a little bit of, right? He calls it trauma, right? Life experiences, negative life experiences will make you look over your shoulder more so than ever before, like literally ever before. It increases with time. And when you start to do that, it becomes less, like it becomes a lot more harder for you to be vulnerable. And romantic relationship, and you need to be vulnerable. You need to lose guard, right? In order to enjoy it. If you're always looking over your shoulder, it's pointless. You're better off staying single. That's part of the problems. That's not the number one problem here, but that's part of the problems. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.